Good afternoon, everybody. As another week of remote learning draws to a close, I figured it was time to address a few things I'm noticing over the last couple of times that we've done this. We do have another week of remote learning ahead of us, and so I wanted to talk a little bit about some things that I've been seeing. So this is my remote learning survival guide. Maybe I should have done this before now, but hey, we learn as we go. That's kind of the motto of the year. So here are 5 things that I think you need to keep in mind as we continue through remote learning, and let's face it, probably do it again at some point. Number 1, check your email. At least twice a day. You should check your email in the morning and in the afternoon-ish, right about as the day's winding up, just to see if there's anything that you missed or to see if there's anything important that you need to know. Some would say you should check your email throughout the day, but you don't need to go too crazy. At least twice a day is good. Morning, afternoon. Oh, hey, email. Number 2. You might think this goes with number 1, but it's so important I'm giving it its own thing. Respond to your emails. General etiquette suggests that you should respond to non-urgent emails within 24 hours. If you're not doing anything and your email seems important, maybe respond right then if you can. Even if your response is just, thank you, got it, or thanks for the information, or okay, see you then. Respond to let the sender know you saw the email and that you read it. If the email asks a question, like the attendance prompt, make sure you respond and answer the question. Don't just read the email and then forget about it. If you happen to be like me and occasionally forget that you read an email, you might want to get in the habit of responding right away. That way you don't have to go combing back through all the emails you have to respond to the one you're trying to find. Number 3, keep to some sort of schedule. Ideally, you keep to the same basic schedule of getting up in the morning, going to class, doing your work, and then going about your afternoon. However, with remote learning, there's a little bit of leeway. If you work better later in the evening, fine, as long as you have a time when you are getting your work done. However, the exception to that, let's call this 3B, make sure to attend the Google meetings if you can. I know a few people have morning classes, shared time, and CTE classes that prevent them from meeting their classes earlier than normal. But for the rest of us, we should be getting to those Google class meets every time. There's really not much else of a reason to miss them unless you're already engaged in another class, especially first, second, third period, because those are right around the same time as normal. You need to make sure you're getting up. We need to make sure we're getting to class. Hey, we even get a little bit of extra time to sleep, which I'm all about. Number 4. Stay up on the work. We're assigning stuff every day, so you need to make sure that you're doing a little bit of that work every day and trying to stay on top of it. As a master procrastinator, I know that it is really easy to get really far behind really fast. So try to stay on top of everything you're being given. If there is an issue, if there's too much work being assigned, or if something crops up, or you can't get things to load, communicate. Let your teacher know. Let me know. Email us. Jump onto our office hours. Put a comment in Google Classroom. Do something to let us know. Ask questions. If you read an assignment and go, I have no idea what this means, ask the question. We are here to help and try to navigate this weird remote learning world because it's not familiar to any of us. So make sure you are communicating as often as you can with whatever questions that you might have. There's no such thing as too much communication. So those are the 5 things I think you need to keep in mind to help you navigate this remote learning world that we're in. Because again, we're probably going to end up doing this more than one more time throughout the whole school year. We need to be prepared, we need to be able to transition quickly, and we need to make sure we've got some rules in place to help us all be successful. So, I hope this little video helps, or at least was somewhat informative, and I can't wait to see you next time.